So, students, now further in last session we have discussed about how is GIS unique and what is the historical background, right? So there were two main technologies from which GIS is derived, that is CAD and database management. You have to remember this, that is from the CAD we got a upper version of managing and handling data and doing the analysis of it, especially in infrastructure related, in natural and environmental research related, in solution making for our day-to-day construction life. Everything can be done into it. Yes, if you might think that is it possible to do the estimation, calculation, quantities and all in this software. First of all, this is the basic software as used in surveying. The surveying in which we are doing the analysis before starting the work, the same thing can be done in GIS. But GIS helps us to do a lot of analysis related to and surrounding things, and then we can do a best solution, possible solution for it. Yes, to some level we can do the costing and estimation, but not 100% into GIS, because in our costing and estimation in civil, there are many various different software which are available. So basically this is the higher level of surveying, right? So what is uniqueness in it? That it handles lot of partial data that is related to, what is related to, that is related to space, latitude and longitude, and depending on to that we can make many good analysis. That is the spatial proximity. Now I would now recall here one example, that what is spatial proximity, right? We have last time discussed spatial data is related to latitude and longitudes. Now spatial proximity. Spatial proximity means what? For example, I am developing some area and I want to know that is any bus stop nearby this area? How can I find it out? I have to just write spatial proximity means within 5 kilometers or within 10 kilometers, is any bus stop available here for the transportation? Yes, GIS can answer this query if we have fed each and every data of the spatial location into GIS software. Yes, in Google Maps, we have seen where are the bus stops, where are the restaurants, where are the hospitals, everything that fit into it. So GIS has that data and we can use that data for analyzing it, right? So real-time data also we can analyze, we can give the best possible solution for any research work, and we can make a planning also in this. Now moving further, you see what are the principles of GIS. Yes, you might have known this, but we are going to discuss this all in detail and how it is applicable. Now we will see. First of all, what are the principles of GIS? First principle, it has a good tendency of capturing the data, right? The data is captured. Data may be of any form. It may be of photograph, it may be of some CAD, AutoCAD files, it may be of some location points, it may be of some other points related to the space, that is related to lakes, canals. That types of data are also available, right? So what data capture does? Data source are manually obtained from manual digitization and scanning of aerial photographs and existing digital maps. Yes, here data capture also means, you have seen many years before our civil engineers used to prepare a worksheet which is like maps, and that are the maps which are prepared and then they are applied to the ground. That maps are also very useful, and that maps are also like data capturing for GIS. Yes, with that help of that maps we can do many other further analysis into it. We can do the beautification of anything if required in construction looking to that points, and that is what is data capture. Now in data capture, you have seen one new word which is known as digitization, right? What is digitization? Why this word is used? We will see into the further explanation, right? Moving further, we have database management and update. What is database management and update? Database. Database means what all information, what all characteristics, what all spatial information we are storing into one data, right? By gathering all such data, we can retrieve one information and we can then maintain that data. Now here, database management and update, I would like to give you here an example. In local governing body, that is in corporation, we have one sector for tax collection, one department for property tax collection, right? We all know that. In that, before many years ago, what they used to do? People used to pay the property tax into their department, and then every year or every month or every 6 months they used to tell that your property tax is to be paid this much. What they do, with my name, with my reference home number, everything, they have one file. They open the file, they calculate, they do, and they again make a entry into that file, which is a database only. They have maintained my data whenever I have situated in Ahmedabad from that date to till now. They have maintained my data. But where did they have maintained? They have maintained my register. They have maintained one of the file for me only, right? So this is this database management, which is very tedious right now to work, because we all know the population is increasing day by day. How much population in Ahmedabad is also increasing, right? So what are they doing right now? They are using GIS software. They have made the online system, and through online, by writing your name, your society name, your home number, your home address or block, they are just calculating your property tax, and they are saying to pay it online itself, right? So no tedious work. Yes, one time tedious work is being done by the workers of corporation of local governing body for entering the data from the day when I have started living in Ahmedabad, or the day when I have invested in my property, till to date, they have maintained and they have to write that entries into the GIS software. But once they do it, they have a very smooth working process, right? That is called database management and update. Every year, every 6 months, they have to update. Similarly, if I would give you here example of the drainage networks or the water supply networks. What happens into drainage networks and water supply networks? They make a network in GIS itself, and then if there is any problem through the software, they can analyze that in which network there is a problem. We can find it out through GIS that there might be a problem in this network. But how can I do that? Again, the question arises. That can be done only if I have all the data available in any format. If it is in hard format, if it is in photograph, if it is in map, I can gather that data and can keep it in my GIS dictionary. And hence, then it is helpful to me to analyze that what are the problems in network. That is also one type of database management how we do in GIS. Now, going to geographic analysis again. What is geographic analysis? Yes, the data which I have collected should have some qualitative and quantitative analysis. Then only it is useful to us or to any other person or to any other body whom which we are giving this data, right? The collected information is analyzed and interpreted. Yes, when we collect any information, when we capture any information, we do analysis on it. And GIS has thousands of tools to do analysis. That is known as geographic analysis. Geographic means to the space related, to the place related analysis. That is geographic analysis. Because right now we are doing analysis of site selection, or we are doing analysis to make a scheme on that plot, some or the other thing. The analysis can be done by the information which we have gathered. And it is important to calculate all the things, because then only GIS is very useful in our day-to-day life. Or else, what was the tedious method we used to do? We used to go to the site, we used to measure the site, we used to calculate the area, and then we used to design our plan. But right now, what we are doing, just with one photograph, we can do the analysis. Here, I would like to give you students simple example. What is geographic analysis? You are clicking a picture in a mobile phone. You have seen in a mobile phone, when you click a picture, you get a location service. At what point you have clicked the picture, the location behind it is tagged, right? So that is what is geographic analysis. The photograph is having some or the other way. Geographic analysis means at which position you have clicked your picture. That is geographic analysis, right? Next, going further, preparing results. What is the preparing result here says us? Variety of different ways in which information can be represented. Yes, the data which we have collected in GIS, which we have processed in GIS software, has many ways to show to the public or the body or the person or the contractor to whom which we have to give the data. It may be the graphical format, It may be the map format, it may be the image format, it may be the tabular calculated format, whatever method we want, we can. But yes, all the mathematical models, formulas, everything is backend process of GIS. We can do all that, right? But the best way to represent our results is the maps, because there are hundred and varieties of maps we can show to the people or the body or the person whom we are showing our result, which will be very analytical. So GIS can be used to make very attractive maps and that are very much useful to us in our day-to-day life, and that makes our vision a very clear vision that what should be our next step for upcoming event, right? So this is how GIS prepares the result. I am making you understand student in detail because principles of GIS is very important and you have to remember the head points, that is data capture, database management and update, geographic analysis and preparing of results, right? So you might have to explain this in detail one by one or all the four parameters. So that is why principle of GIS is important. Here, student, I would to like to recall this is not four M's, this is not objectives, this is not what is GIS, but these are the different topics which are included. And here in this module you have seen, I am explaining each and every topic in detail with reference to the technical things that how it goes, right? So kindly have a look into it. This is an important topic. So thank you student for your attention. In next session we will see the other topics. Thank you.